Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. So, Tags and Bloom is a Sale-A-Bration set. You can earn that with $50. You spend $50 before shipping, and you can pick this as one of your free things. So, since I had it, I decided to play with it a little bit tonight, but I'm also going to do a couple backgrounds for you. But first, I'm going to do a card with this set. So I've got my pieces all ready. And of course, you know, I always start out with the 5 by 3 3/4 because that's just how I roll. I like my big border. Hi, Karen and Patricia, Fran, Robin. Okay, so I'm going to take this little flower from the set, and there is a stamp that you can stamp to fill in, but of course, you know I'm not going to do that. So I put in the corners. Let's stamp even, Gail. Let's stamp even. And then turn it around. Hi, Christine. Okay, so we got like a kind of like a little background going there. Let's just make sure it's dry. And we're going to do some fast coloring. So where you would have some shading, of course I'm using the darker color, and this is dark balmy blue. And I'm going to show you how I fix that when I stamp in black and it comes out light. So this is what you call scribble fast. Like, I just didn't feel these need to be like really done the way I would do other flowers. So we're just going to continue to scribble that dark around. And the blends are awesome for coloring like this. Anybody can color with alcohol markers. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with the light balmy blue. And scribble around there. And as I'm scribbling, I'm just like pulling out a little bit or going into it so it kind of blends. I know I'm going to miss some of those, so I'm trying to get them as I go, where the petal is turned up. Hi, Dawn, and Karen, Linda, Tanya. Want to see quick what I colored before my live? I had everything ready, so I decided to color some things that I had just downloaded. I know I missed a few of the little turns in the petals. Okay, and for those of you that think because I'm always so like happy and cheerful that I drink wine, I don't. I don't like wine, but I do like tequila. So, just to get that straight. Actually, somebody's husband like said that about me. She must be on a lot of wine. Huh. Oh, see what I colored. Okay. There it is. I just cut it out. So I have to make that into a card. So I'm just filling in the centers with the dark, and then I'm going to scribble around with the light. And this is mango, dark mango, but I'm not going to use the dark mango for the light color because I want it to be even lighter. You're drinking wine? I don't know. There's just something about wine. I mean, every once in a while I might have some, but it gives me headaches. I haven't tasted too many that I really, really like. Okay, so we've got those centers, and now I'm going to try the light daffodil and see if I like that. Of course, not with that side because it's all mushed. Yeah, that's good. So this is the light daffodil. Coconut rum and Coke. I do like vodka and cranberry too, or a good Cosmo. Okay, so we've got that. We've got that. So now with the Stitch So Sweetly dies, where'd it go? It was just here. That like can't be so. There it is. It has to happen to me at least once, right? So I am going to take from another set, which is, let's see, So Sentimental. Yes, So Sentimental. I can't thank you enough. And I'm going to stamp that in black. And then I will take, again, the dark mango melody and just color around the rim, around the edge. Let me try it with the other side. This is a fairly new one. And then before I put the card together, I will show you how I fix when it's light. I mean, it's not like something you might not know. But I don't want you to feel like you're doomed when that happens. All right, I know I had to go back. There's the spot. Okay, so we've got that. That's going to go on that. So I have these fine line markers, These are Spectrum Noir. So I just go and touch up. Where was the other one? So you can go like right around the circle. Sometimes I'm doing like little dots because I really don't draw. I don't draw. You could tell I'm from New York. Okay, so I think that was the couple spots. That's it. Easy as that. Okay, so now let's put this together. So I have a balmy blue base. Get my glue. It's got a sticky on it. And we'll just put that down there. What did I just get? Oh, some of the glue. Okay, and then we're going to put this on the card base. And then this piece was with the stitched rectangles, and I put it through the subtle folder. The first one I didn't, but I looked at it and went, nah, needs more texture. So we're going to glue that down. And then we're going to turn this over. And we're going to pop it up. I love me my dimensionals. Oops, that's got two stuck together. Yep, that's garbage now. They stick really good to each other. Looks like your tattoo on your toe. I have one tattoo on my ankle. I still want another one, but that was so painful. Wherever there's no fat, there it's painful. And then that goes right there. So again, it's really a pretty quick card for a thank you card. And I've had a couple online orders, so these are the cards they're going to receive. So if you're watching, watch for it. Okay, so then I was playing. Of course, you know, I like to play. So I took a piece and took some colors. So I'm just going to grab any three. Might be the same ones I used. I don't know. No, I think I used a couple others. Okay, so I'm going to take Balmy Blue and then this one, which would be like a tag. And there's punches that match this. I don't have those punches. They're in the spring occasions. So I just took and stamped that a few times. Oops. Now I've got blue on my finger. And I'm out of frame. Okay, so then we'll take a green. I'm probably going to have to clean it properly to go into the pink. And do another one there. But I don't have my cleaner. I'll just use this. That works. Okay, and then we're going to take, this is Blushing Bride. And then you could add like a yellow, which I think I did on the other one. So let me just do it for the heck of it. So I'll take some So Saffron, just to show you, you don't have to stop there. And there's my glue booger. So there is a quick background, and what did I do with it? I did this. Welcome to the world, little one, and I used the bunny from Welcome Easter, it's called. It's got the bunny, the lamb, and the chick. So there's something else you can do with that, tags and bloom. Okay, so let me put that aside. And of course, I'll have to make another card with that. Okay, so now the fun begins. Oh, I could do, you want to see one more before I do that? All right, let's do it. So I'm going to take, this time, Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to take the makeup brush, and we're going to get a very dark coat. So I'm not trying to like really blend. I want it as dark as I can get it. If I was blending it, you know, to make it smooth, I would go much slower. But this was kind of neat, right? The baby card is cute. Hi, Helen. So let's get a couple more spots dark. And you'll see in a second why it doesn't matter if this is like really, you know, like splotchy looking. Okay. So then I'm going to take, let's do, I think this is the one I did before. So I'm going to take like that. We'll keep it sideways. I just want to make it even. It looks kind of straight. Let me see if this is still wet. This is still wet. Okay, so I'm going to take water on a sponge, just plain water. Now, you don't want to rub it because it's going to hit the plastic of your stencil and it's going to run underneath. And you don't want to dab it too hard, or the same thing's going to happen. It's going to like squeeze out and have too much water on it. So now when you lift it up, it's going to start going more. I hope. I might not have hit every spot. Let's see if I dry it a little. But it's a neat background. Here's the one I did. This one I did with Old Olive. So I think you can see that I got like every spot. But I did use like a little bit too much water and it spread. This one I didn't use enough. So you got to feel for it. But it's fun. Okay, so that's another background. So now we're going to use this. So I discovered something else while I was playing. Let me see if I can find it. Otherwise, I'm going to make another one. Okay. So this paper is, oh, thank you too. This paper is the back of the dimensionals. So that's what I mixed my paste on. But when, like, I was ready to throw it out and it peels off. So I have my fan on, so it also wants to blow away. So I only did like a couple, but if you did them in different colors and then glued them down, you know, depending on what you're making, like I would think that maybe a ocean scene with the mermaid, you could put, you know, different things down and just put a little bit of glue and glue them down. Or maybe I didn't try, like re-wetting it a little bit might make them stick. Or not, I didn't play, but I know glue would definitely do it. So that's a fun thing I discovered today. So I will have to play with that. And that was all because I was too lazy to get up from my desk and go get what I normally use. I did forget my little water bucket to clean my stencil after, but we'll hope that it'll still be okay. All right, so what I did was take our texture paste, and ours is called Embossing Paste, but I would think they're all about the same. But if you don't have it, you're more than welcome to go to my shop and purchase some. So then I took, we'll do this one in the Old Olive, because that's the one I'm pulling out. Or maybe I'll do something else, so I'll use it with, because I'm not going to use this one. It takes time to dry. So I've got crushed curry. We'll do some crushed curry. So I put about 3 drops. I'll do 1 extra, 4. Thanks, Catherine. Then what I did is I took some of the frost white. What do we call this? There's another name for it. This is just like the color, all-purpose ink. This might be my older bottle. So shake it up. Pour some in there. And then I wasn't sure if it was going to be shiny, so I put about 3. No, that was 4. So 3 or 4 drops. And I wasn't sure if it was going to be shiny enough. So I pulled out from my stash, and I did use this one other night with you guys. This is Pearl X powder. So I just pushed some Pearl X powder into there. Then mix it all up. So putting that paint in there is going to make it a little bit softer, smoother, but it's going to give it like a sheen. Okay, so now for the piece of paper. Oh, of course, I don't want to use leaves with that. Let's see. We'll do this one. And I'll do them up and down. Okay. I hope that's even. Let me put it straight. I did another one with this, and it was like so cockeyed. I went, yeah, I'm never going to use that. I might be able to cut a piece off. Okay, so it was easier to take as much as I could. And it's very mustardy. Something I remember from my kids. Oh my gosh, thinking of kids. So I got a message from my daughter-in-law that she's flying into Fort Myers with the three of the kids, the two babies and her daughter, on Thursday because they might be moving to Tampa and she's checking out schools and stuff. So, I mean, Adam had told me that they might eventually, but he figured it was like 3 years from now. But woohoo! So I get to see my babies on Thursday. I'm so excited. I haven't seen them in so long. They're so cute. Okay, so I'm going to throw this aside somewhere and pray that that doesn't dry onto it forever. But here is, I don't know if you can see it, and it dries a little more with the sheen. But you could always take, if you have Pearl-Ex, you can always go back and, rub a little bit more onto it. But it definitely changes the texture a little bit, and it just has like a little bit of a sheen to it. I'm sure you can't see it on camera, but trust me, it's really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make this last card, and I will show you. I have one already made in green, so I did it with the leaves. And let me just flip this around. I have some Pearl-Ex like all over here. I'm gonna be shiny. All right, so I love doing backgrounds, Karen. Love, love, love playing. So now this, I'm going to take this too, and I'm going to smush this down so that I'm going to let it dry like that and peel it off. And I'm going to start like a little container of these things. You might be seeing these backgrounds a lot, just so I can get different colors. You might not see me make them, but I might be pulling them out. Okay, so now I did do this on my scan and cut. Where's the others? Okay, so I did 2 of them. It stamps like really easy. Let me show you the stamp again. Yeah, stamp set. Here it is. So it's this right here. What was the other? I had another background sitting here. Okay, no matter. So this one gets colored, yeah, same way, actually, kinda. So I did this one again with the Mango Melody, but this time like the flowers are. So I didn't go as fast on this one because I did want some definition in some places, like around there where it folds over. But it's still, it's still a faster flower than others. So we'll make it darker in there. Squeak, squeak up in there. My fan is like really making this dry quick. Right here, if you didn't catch it, that's where the leaf bends over. And then I did that inside piece dark. And then the light Mango Melody. So that we're just coloring. And then I'll go back and put the dark again, because that will define it just a little bit more. Okay, so then I whoops, I forgot one. I can't talk with the thing in my mouth. Okay, it's out of my mouth. So with the dark, I'm just going to go back and define that just a little bit more. Why do I keep skipping over something every time? And then everything else is like simple, simple. This is all simple, simple. Okay, so green, what did I use? I don't remember. Oh, I know, the insides of the, okay. So for the inside there, I used light soft suede. And I just dotted in there. And in there. So just filling in those dots. Then I took, I'll guess and say light daffodil. No, I'm going to use dark so saffron. And just fill in around that. Okay, so we've got that. Now for the leaves. So I've got dark old olive, light old olive. And even if that's not what I used, guess what? That's what I'm using now. So just getting the veins. I wish we had a pear pizzazz. What's that one? Light old olive. We don't have a pear pizzazz. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to take, I know you love when I like switch light. I'm going to take dark soft seafoam. And it is a totally different shade, but it's a little lighter than the other one. And nobody but you guys are really going to know that it doesn't really match. So shh. Okay. Doing those little veins. Oops. Everything you color is way faster. I can't help it. It's just like because of coloring, like you never colored with this kind of markers, Stephanie, so it's kind of like going with crayons, or like you went right to the good ones, right? Oh, I got that one done. Fool. Okay. So then, let me just move these aside somewhere. That's got to come back in. So then I took, because I wanted all the sayings to be different, so I didn't use the ones from that set. So I picked out Celebrating You, and that's from Birthday Jubilee. And then on the inside of the card, you could put, you know, happy birthday. I just wanted them to be different. So I took Mossy Meadow, and to show you that other things fit. That was good, Gail. Okay. So we're going to stamp that right in the center of that. Perfect. Perfect. Because I was going to show you that doing this, if you made a mistake on that one, because it's going to get put together like this, that you could always, you know, stamp the other one and hide the one you've goofed up. But I don't have to. Okay, so let's glue that. Oh, I don't want it up on the top. Duh. Oh. Oh, did I say that? Because what I'm supposed to do before I put it together is go around the edges. And I forgot it. Because it seriously does make a difference. Especially, well, it doesn't matter if you cut with a scissor or cut with the scan and cut. It makes a major difference. So it still works because I'm just not going to be able to get that edge down there. And I'm probably going to miss some. I'm sticking to the card too. Yeah, this makes such a big difference. Wonder if I could go in with that real fine. I don't want to mess it up just in case I can't. Okay, so we've got that. Let's put some dimensionals on it and have it ready. Oh, sticking. Hi, Kathy. You're going to the church without me. Oh, I've got stuff all over. It's very shiny now, and so am I. Oh, I don't need to pick that yet because we're going to put this together. Okay, so this was also 5 by 3 3/4. And we're going to put that to a black piece. We'll put the leaves up that way. And that other one is probably, yeah, it's just about like, if you wanted to use it on a card now, you could. So it doesn't take that long to dry. Okay, and then we're going to put that to a white card base. And I just thought like a piece of black, like a thin black ribbon would look beautiful on this, but guess what? I don't want to go looking for it. So it's going to stay without ribbon. And then we're just going to pick this off and get shinier. Nope. And then we're going to put this right there. Straight, please, Gail. That's better. And that is the card. So basically, I just used a different stencil earlier. And I don't know if these are retired or not. I just like grab stencils out of my stash. So let me show you. There's one more card sitting here. Okay, so this was basically the same card, but I did it in blue. And what happened, I did the blue background, and I was like, because I did the flowers blue. So I took a piece of vellum, and you absolutely do not see any of the glue. I put most of the glue underneath it and then used this glue and just put some on the white, not on the blue, and it just lightened it enough that it stands out. But of course, I like this one much better because you have the different colors, so it pops a little more. But this is a saying from that set. So I am going to clean up a little bit here. I've got this powder everywhere because I wasn't very neat with it. And I'll put these cards and that one and that one. Was that them all? That was them all. That was everything. Okay, so I'm going to lift it up. You don't have to see my mess back there. It's a mess. Okay, I'll do this one somehow in there. So anyway, that was the cards. That was the playing with the backgrounds. And I really did have fun. And I don't know if you can even see it on this, but it has such a subtle but nice shimmer to it. I like it. This one too. Like, it's just subtle. All right, let me get back to saying goodnight to everybody. Thank you for joining me. I will be back again on Wednesday with, you know, my motto, I don't know what, but it'll be something. Thanks again, everybody. I will see you on Wednesday. And Thursday, I see my babies. Good night.